Doctor warns, who wish to live longer, 5 areas need to be washed regularly. Want to live longer and actually enjoy those extra years? Feel sharper, move better, sleep deeper, even as the candles on your birthday cake keep piling up? Well, here's something most folks never hear from their doctor. How you wash your body could change everything. That's right, not what you eat, not how many supplements you take, but how you care for 5 specific areas on your body every single day. Now, I've spent over 50 years working with older adults, guiding them through everything from heart health and mobility to memory loss and independence. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. The difference between aging and thriving often comes down to the habits we ignore, because they seem too simple to matter. But they do matter. In fact, these 5 overlooked zones, they're tied to your circulation, your immunity, your energy, and even your sleep. And here's the kicker. Most people wash these areas wrong, or worse, not at all. So if you're serious about living well into your golden years with clarity, comfort, and confidence, then lean in close. Because we're starting with the part of your body that does everything for you, but rarely gets any thanks. Hands, your daily tools for independence. Ah, the hands. We use them for everything, from tying our shoes, to cooking a meal, to hugging the people we love. But as we get older, many of us start to feel it in our hands. Stiffness, dryness, aches, even a little trembling. And over time, that can chip away at your independence. Buttoning a shirt gets harder. Opening jars feels like a workout. And hobbies like knitting or gardening, they start to fade into the background. But the upside? It's easier to fix than you'd think. With just a little daily care, you can reverse a lot of that. Let me tell you about June. She's 74, lives in Missouri, and she used to love painting little birdhouses for her grandkids. But arthritis started stiffening up her fingers, and after a while, she just stopped. When we talked, I gave her one simple routine. Every morning and evening, she'd soak her hands in warm, not hot water for 2 or 3 minutes. Then she'd gently wash with unscented soap, dry them completely, and apply a rich moisturizer while her skin was still slightly damp, locking in that moisture. But here's the magic. She also started doing just 2 minutes of gentle finger stretches after her routine. Nothing fancy, just opening and closing her fists, slowly touching each finger to her thumb, and using a soft stress ball to build strength. Within a few weeks, June was back in her garage, painting again, smiling the whole time. You see, your hands aren't just tools. They're lifelines. When they work well, you work well. They keep you active, social, capable. And let's not forget about skin health either. Dry, cracked hands are more than uncomfortable. They're vulnerable to infections, especially in colder climates. So moisturizing? That's not vanity, it's protection. Just remember, gentle washing, full drying, daily moisturizer, and a little movement. It's a tiny time investment that pays huge dividends. All right, now that we've covered the part of your body that connects you to the world, let's move down to the part that carries you through it. And trust me, once you hear what's happening with your feet, you'll never neglect them again. Two, feet, the foundation of longevity. Now, let's talk about your feet. Your feet. They've carried you through decades of life, upstairs, down sidewalks, across dance floors, and into the arms of your grandkids. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you really took care of them? I'm not talking about a quick rinse in the shower. I mean real care. The kind that keeps your circulation flowing, your balance steady, and your independence intact. You see, most people don't realize just how central foot health is to total body wellness. But as we age, poor circulation tends to hit the feet first. Cold toes, numbness, swelling. These are all signals. And if we ignore them, we pay the price with fatigue, falls, even infections. I had a patient named John, mid-70s, still sharp, but always tired. He said, "Doc, I sleep 8 hours, but I wake up exhausted." Well, his feet were ice cold, no color in his toes, poor circulation. I showed him a simple nightly routine. Soak the feet in warm water, not hot, for 5 minutes. Then wash gently with a mild soap, especially between the toes, where bacteria love to hide. Dry thoroughly, and I mean really dry. Fungal infections start when we skip this step. But the real game changer? Massage. Just a few minutes using your thumbs. Press and glide from the ball of your foot down toward the heel. This stimulates pressure points that connect to your heart, your lungs, even your digestion. John did this every night. And within a few weeks, the man had color, back in his feet, energy in his step, and said he was sleeping like a baby. Here's the truth, friend. Your feet are the foundation of your body. If they're in trouble, your whole system feels it. So invest in them. Get yourself a good foot cream, a soft exfoliating brush, and a sturdy pair of supportive shoes. It's not pampering, it's preventative care. Now, we've talked about the hands that connect you to the world and the feet that move you through it. But what about the area that filters out the junk your body doesn't need? Next up, we're heading into a place most folks overlook, your armpits. And believe me, this one's worth paying attention to. What's hiding there might surprise you. 3. Armpits, the detox and immune control center. All right, let's talk about something people rarely mention past the age of 30, your armpits. I know. You're thinking, "Doc, I use deodorant, I'm good." But hang on, because this little pocket under your arm is doing a whole lot more than just sweating and smelling. See, right beneath the skin of your armpit is a cluster of lymph nodes. Think of them as tiny filters, cleaning up toxins, fighting off infections, and keeping your immune system running smoothly. If your lymph system is like a highway, your armpits are one of its busiest intersections. And when that area gets clogged by poor hygiene, synthetic products, or inflammation, it's like rush hour traffic in a one-lane tunnel. Nothing moves, and everything backs up. Take Helen, for instance. She was 73, full of life, but she kept getting these nagging colds and respiratory infections. We looked at her meds, her diet, her sleep, all decent. Then I asked, "How do you clean your armpits?" She laughed and said, "With soap and hope." We started a new routine. Each morning, Helen washed her underarms gently with warm water and mild unscented soap. Not scrubbing, just small circular motions. After rinsing, she'd pat them dry, no rubbing, and skip the heavy antiperspirants. Instead, she tried a natural deodorant, something aluminum-free, like baking soda-based or mineral salts. Took some trial and error, but she found one that worked. Then came the real shift, a 2-minute lymphatic massage. She used soft upward strokes from the armpit toward the collarbone, helping move the lymph fluid like traffic flowing through green lights. Within weeks, not only did her colds stop, but she said she felt lighter, more energized, and even noticed her shoulder stiffness easing up. Now, this might sound small, but the armpits are powerful. They're part of your body's natural detox team. And when they're supported, your whole immune system functions better. So be gentle, be consistent, and let your body breathe. Now, we've talked about detox and defense. But what about an area that holds some of your most important blood vessels and gets irritated more than almost any other? That's right. Up next is your inner thighs.
Inner thighs.
And
the
what they
circulation
reveal
superhighway.
might just surprise
Now let's
you.
move to an area most people never talk about, but really, really should: your inner thighs. I'll be honest, when I first bring this up with patients, they usually raise an eyebrow and say, "Really, doc? That matters?" Oh yes, it does. More than you think. See, your inner thigh area is home to some of the largest blood vessels in your body, including the femoral artery, which moves blood from your heart down through your legs. That means this area is crucial for circulation, energy, even liver health. And yet, it's one of the most neglected spots on the body. Let me tell you about Tom, 76, proud Navy vet, still walks his dog every morning. But last summer, he started getting constant irritation between his thighs. Redness, discomfort, even swelling. He thought it was just heat rash, but it turned out to be poor hygiene and restricted blood flow. We kept it simple. I told him, clean the area gently with warm, not hot water. Use a mild, fragrance-free soap. Always wash in upward strokes. That's the direction your blood needs to go. Then pat it dry, completely. Any moisture left in the creases? That's an open invitation for bacteria and inflammation. To prevent friction, we added 2 things: breathable cotton underwear and a light dusting of cornstarch, not talcum powder. He also started doing seated butterfly stretches every day to boost mobility and blood flow. 3 weeks later, the irritation was gone, the swelling down, and Tom told me he felt lighter on his feet. His words, not mine. Here's the takeaway. Your inner thighs may be hidden, but they're hardworking. If circulation is blocked here, your legs feel heavy, your energy dips, and your liver may not drain toxins as efficiently. So show this area some love. Clean it with intention. Keep it dry. It's your body's
Keep
command
it moving.
center, where
And
tension
speaking
builds,
of movement,
memory fades,
there's one last
and stress
area we need
gets
to talk
stored.
about.
You guessed it. It's time to talk about your back and scalp, and trust me, you'll want to hear this one. 5. Back and scalp, energy and brain health zones. Let's talk about the back and scalp, 2 areas that, surprisingly, hold more influence over your health than most people realize. You see, your back isn't just for standing upright, it's the main highway of your nervous system. Your spine sends messages from your brain to every part of your body. If that highway gets tense, stiff, or inflamed, well, communication gets foggy. And that shows up as aches, poor balance, even digestion problems. Now pair that with your scalp, a dense network of blood vessels, feeding oxygen straight to your brain. When blood flow up there slows down, so does your clarity, memory, even mood. I remember Barbara, 75, still sharp, but she told me she was feeling a little foggy lately. Couldn't recall names like she used to. We worked on her scalp and back routines, nothing fancy. Each morning, she did a 2-minute back stretch, gentle shoulder rolls, side twists, and some light touch along her spine with a soft brush. In the shower, she used a long-handled brush to wash her back in slow, upward circles. Then came the scalp. While shampooing, she used her fingertips, not nails, to massage from her forehead to the nape of her neck, little circular motions like waking the brain up. After a couple of weeks, her clarity improved. She told me her grandkids even said, "Grandma, you're on fire lately." The truth is, we carry stress and tension here, especially as we age. But just a few minutes a day can release that tension, get the blood moving, and give your brain the boost it's been waiting for. So be gentle with these areas. Moisturize your back, especially in the winter. Let your scalp breathe. Don't overwash, and never skip a good massage. These little acts, they're like hitting the reset button on your whole system. Now, we've covered the 5 essential areas. You've got the tools. You've got the why. Let's pull it all together. So, let's recap. Your hands give you independence. Your feet are your foundation. Your armpits guard your immune system. Your inner thighs keep your circulation flowing. And your back and scalp connect your body and mind. These 5 areas, when cared for with intention, can change the way you age. And the best part? It only takes minutes a day. No expensive treatments, no complicated regimens, just simple, consistent care, right at home. Remember, longevity isn't about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. And that starts with the little things. How you wash, how you stretch, how you care for the body that's carried you this far. You've earned the right to feel good in your body, to move without fear, to rest without pain, and to wake up with energy and purpose. So start small. Pick just one area, one habit, and build from there. You're not starting over. You're building on everything you've already survived, already learned. And if this brought you even one moment of clarity or hope today, share it with someone you love. Be sure to subscribe, because we've got more simple, powerful ways to help you stay strong, sharp, and centered day by day. Stay curious, stay kind to your body. And as always, I'll see you next time.